Are you trying to figure out how to get things done? Are you trying to look for knowledge that can actually help you do something, be better at what you do? Hi, I'm Joyce Mbaya, founder of Zydii, where we provide affordable online courses for Africa. This is the place for you, the Zydii podcast, where we have inspiring conversations with amazing people. And the ultimate goal is to help you know more so you can do more.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of the Know More, Do More podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Kabingu. And today I'm here with a special guest. And it's going to be, if you have a business, I think you should stay tuned because this guest is going to teach you a lot. And I'll let him introduce himself. I won't keep you in suspense for that long. Yes, our guest for today, Mr. Sam. Could you please introduce yourself?
Thank you very much, Kevin. It's a great pleasure to be with you this morning. My name is Sam Kariuki. I am a sales consultant. What does a sales consultant do? We help businesses, we help sales professionals sell more, sell better, and make more profit. So that is simply what it is that I as Sam do. Yeah, and I've been in this for the last 15 years, working with big, large corporates, multinationals, small businesses, startups, addressing the issues of generating and maximizing sales revenues.
Yeah, and Sam, how did you get started in all this sales, the journey?
Interesting. I am a graduate of marketing. So when I went to college, there's a long story on how I ended up in marketing. But after completing my university education in marketing, I went out
Is the university a place you'd like to share?
Yes, it's the University of Nairobi. In the late 90s.
Yes, listeners, we have the University of Nairobi crew.
Yes, so I went to the University of Nairobi, and and I studied marketing. On graduation in the early 2000s, I went into the job market like every other graduate. And everyone who would hear that I have studied marketing would offer me a job in what they called sales and marketing. And whatever they called sales and marketing, I discovered it's actually sales. So when I was at it, I was very poor at it because the university never prepared me on being a salesperson. So my early days in sales, I really struggled because I actually didn't even have a clue what selling is all about. And later on, I felt it has nothing to do with what I studied. But it's later on that as I was studying, I discovered that actually the core reason of every business is to make sales. Whether you're doing your marketing, if you are looking for someone to do marketing, you have to get sales. And that always keeps on bringing in the question of, is there a difference between sales and marketing? And for sure there isn't. There is a very big difference. For those of us who study marketing, we'll say sales is a subset of marketing. And for those of us who finally have been in sales and understand sales, we say actually everything you do in business is about selling, including marketing. So if that marketing is not generating sales, then it's not good marketing. It could be probably in the long run because people in marketing say it's more strategic. But ultimately, the measure of whether it was good marketing or not is the sales that it generated. So I ended up in sales. I started in sales because I needed to, that's the job I found myself in. And then I had no one to train me, and I had to train myself. I had to go out of my way and learn. And being an introvert, many people thought that I couldn't make it in sales being an introvert. So I had to look for everything that I could get and develop my selling skills and my selling capabilities. So yeah, I'm self-taught in sales, but almost 20 years later, I'm still in sales and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I love what you've said about it's like baptism by fire when you're in the job market. And also something interesting that you mentioned about you being an introvert in sales. Mm-hmm. And I'm just inferring that sales, there has to be a lot of interaction with people. So maybe digging deeper into that, how did you overcome, or what are the tricks you used to overcome that introvertedness to be this good salesperson?
Well, interestingly, it has been taken for granted that only extroverts can excel in sales. But over the years, I can say there are very, very many introverts who do very well in sales. But one of the things that I learned is that selling happens. We say selling is human. Selling is human, and human beings interact. Human beings build relationships. Human beings, they address each other's challenges. And so whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, when you're interacting with human beings, that happens. So the only thing that you may find that you need to do as an introvert is if you're selling products that require a lot of you engaging many strangers, then you have to learn how to engage strangers. So how I overcome all that is to keep on asking myself, for example, being an introvert, I'm not a very funny person. I don't make jokes very easily, but I get jokes very, very easily. But myself, I'm not good at it. So I had to know that actually there is a science behind being humorous. So I learned a few things about the science of humor, and I incorporated that in my selling, because that becomes aspect of breaking ice, connecting, building rapport, and all that may require sometimes for you to use humor. So you learn. The other thing, being an introvert, is to know that you have to engage strangers, and you have to go out of your way and be very intentional to reach out to people. So that's how I did it. So I probably for an extrovert, some of those things may come naturally, but for me, I learned that in selling you have to be very intentional in many things that have to do with interacting and influencing human beings. So that is how I've been as an introvert. And probably my next book, because I'm an author, I've written a book, will be selling for introverts, and with various ways of how to go about it.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I think sometimes we take it for granted that a lot of things have to take you out of your comfort zone so that you can be that good salesman, like be a whole. It's the things that those soft skills that we never learn in school, that when you come out and start working, you realize there's so much I don't know.
Yeah, and actually, even that one of taking for granted that extroverts are good in sales, apparently it's not necessarily very true. I've seen many extroverts who struggle because they don't understand even how to use their extrovertedness to sell more, or to sell better, or to influence people. So and selling is just being your extrovertedness is just one aspect of selling. There are a number of other things. For example, you can be extroverted, but you struggle to get people to make a commitment. Some introverts are very good at that naturally. So you might be an extrovert, but you struggle to influence people to take certain decisions.
So on that, how do you gauge when someone, maybe if you're selling something, whatever you're saying or whatever you're telling the person, you can detect that this person might buy whatever I'm selling? How do you gauge that?
When it comes to selling, when you need to keep on remembering that people sell for what is in it for them. People sell, or rather, people buy for what is in to address a need they have. They buy to solve a problem they have, or to reduce a pain that they may be going through, or to increase or gain some pleasure, or they may have even some psychological or physical needs that they want addressed by whatever it is that they are buying. So for you as a salesperson, one of the key things that you need to keep on looking out for is, does this person have a pain? Does this person have a need? Is this person looking for a certain pleasure? And then for you to gauge whether they can buy is to gauge whether what it is you are offering actually addresses those needs. And once you figure out that whatever you sell or whatever you are offering addresses that need, then it becomes far much easier for you to sell. If no one has a need for your product, it doesn't matter how good you are at selling. I keep on saying that it's said that a great salesperson will sell ice to an Eskimo, or sand to someone in the Sahara Desert. I say you'll be a fool if that's where you're going to try to sell, because probably those people don't need ice unless you're selling some very special type of ice, or if you're in Sahara Desert, you're selling some special type of sand that can generate water. If you're not doing that, you're a mad person trying to go and sell there. So a great salesperson tries to sell where there is a need. So if I find you have a need, then I can sell you anything I have if it can address that need.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point. And I see a lot of people who sell, especially on the roadside, they don't really think about that a lot. It's like just bahatisha with anyone I meet on the road. So, and I like that part of that research of finding where is whatever product I'm selling, which place or which type of people are my target audience. That's a very good lesson. So you've had all these years of experience. You've said it's more than 15, 20 years probably. So as of this point, what is Sam doing? What's your company? What do you guys do? You can just give us a small, like a brief breakdown on that.
After working employed as a salesperson, I later discovered there are many people like me who didn't know how to sell. There are many people who are getting into the job market and they were struggling to sell. I also discovered that so I moved into training salespeople on how to sell. So I've been doing that for those 15 years. That is the first thing that I got into doing, training salespeople. Then later on, I discovered that there were many people who needed to be recruited, or rather, many businesses that required to be helped on how to hire salespeople. So we developed some sales psychometric tools to help us gauge the sales aptitude of someone, and then also to identify someone's selling style or selling personality. So we offer sales psychometric tools. We also help businesses set up sales management structures. And we have worked with various businesses in developing and executing sales strategies. Our business is called Growth Partners. Yeah, you can check on our website. Our link is growthpartners.co.ke. There you can see all the solutions that we offer. So we work with businesses. How we help businesses, we just get to also understand their needs. What is it they are selling, which market they are selling to, what kind of competition they are facing, what kind of pricing they have. And then we help them come up with solutions that can help them sell better or sell more. So whether you are struggling in sales or you want to grow sales or you want to open up new markets, we work with all those kind of businesses that may have those needs.
Oh, well, that's great. And from your 15 years of experience, what are the big mistakes you've been seeing companies doing in terms of sales?
We have seen a number. The first one that I have seen is whereby businesses tend to think that they can poach a salesperson from a competition within their industry, and that person will come and excel. So unfortunately, that rarely works. And if it works, it's more of an accident than it being a good decision. We have seen quite a lot of that. And when someone recently asked me, why is that a problem? And I said, if you had a Toyota vehicle and it has not been performing as you really want it to perform, would you go and get the engine of Mercedes and probably pick a part of it and come and install it in your Toyota vehicle and expect it to perform? Unfortunately, it won't. It won't. And many people, that's what, when you are just jumping and looking for the next salesperson who is excelling somewhere and bringing them into your business and expecting them to perform, you are doing exactly that. So that is one of the common mistakes that I have seen. And some of the businesses we have worked with is to help them appreciate that actually they can hire someone who has never sold, or even who has never sold in their industry, or never sold similar products to what the ones they are selling, and turn them into great salespeople for their business. So that is the first mistake. But the other one is businesses not willing to invest in developing great salespeople for their business. I understand probably it's because of they don't understand the value of training, but a salesperson who has been trained, and I can tell, a company that trains their salespeople tends to get 3-4 times more, or even I've seen in instances whereby a salesperson who has been trained performing 10 times better than one who has not been trained. So businesses need to know that training is not an expense when it comes to sales, it's an investment. And when it comes to that, I know some of them also work with trainers who don't deliver results. So you would want to work with a trainer who really who understands your business, and the kind of training that they can deliver is actually going to deliver results for your business. The other challenge is businesses keeping on hunting out for that super salesperson, thinking that they have a bad product. If I have a bad product, all I require is a super salesperson to sell it. Or I don't have a good strategy, I need a super salesperson to come and sell when I don't have a strategy. Or I have poor sales organization, or the structures for managing sales are poor or weak. I can get a super salesperson to come and perform miracles there. That is a big mistake, whereby businesses tend to imagine there's that super salesperson who can come and solve all your problems. Unfortunately, you're not going to get such a person. So those are 3 of the major mistakes I've seen businesses make when it comes to sales.
Is them not taking the sales department for granted one mistake as well?
Oh, yes. Many of them tend to have that problem. I remember one time going to a certain bank, and I remember these sales people they had, and they had just come in, and they were being told there's no tea for sales people. Tea is for the other people who are in the banking. And the question I would ask myself, don't you think sales is the core of your business? Yeah, so many businesses take it for granted, or take sales for granted. Particularly those ones who have a big brand name, they think they can survive or thrive without sales. Unfortunately, any business that is failing, if you want to see where they are rotting from sales.
And I think it's a very good segue into the next question I had, which is more or less regarding the course that you have on Zydii and what our listeners would be expecting from the course. Maybe you can just give us a breakdown.
Yeah, so in this course, it's about how to go about maximizing sales for your business. And this course is designed for anyone who is running a business, anyone who is involved in trying to help or to grow a business or improve performance of business. The course is designed for you, and it covers the 3 broad strategies that you can use to grow your sales. In the course, you learn a formula that if you remain faithful to that formula, your business is guaranteed to grow, is guaranteed to increase revenue. You get some, we call them tips or tactics that you can employ in growing your business. But the course is not just loaded with information. The course is designed also to inspire you and to direct you on how to think, on how you can grow your business. So it's a course that if you are an entrepreneur, if you are running a business, if you are a salesperson, if you have a desire to get into business, you'd really want to take this course.
Yeah, and it has very relatable examples. Even for me, they were very simple to understand. I remember the one you used the analogy of the chips, and how does sales work for someone who has a chips shop? Is it the butts and the seats, the number of plates, and everything was making sense to me. So it's very simple, not complicated from someone who was just starting a basic business to a big job or business with many employees. I think it's very simple to understand. That's one thing I liked about the course. Yeah,
the course is for this market. The course is for the African market.
Yes.
And the course is doesn't require you to have gone to the university that I went to. Any person who is in business can actually relate and benefit greatly from the ideas that are covered in that course.
Please check it out. And on Zydii, we'll be sharing the links on the podcast description. And Sam, as we are finishing off the podcast, do you have anything else you might want our listeners to know? Maybe it could be about your business. It could be where to find you. Yes.
Yeah. I would say we are always happy. We are always happy to give the first consultation at no cost for any business. I have a philosophy. And this is a philosophy that I ask every salesperson to have. That every time you meet a prospective client, you need to leave them better than you found them. And one of the ways that when we apply this philosophy in our business as growth partners, anyone we interact with, whether we just have our 30 minutes or 20 minutes meeting, definitely you gain quite a lot. So I'll be happy to meet you. I'll be happy to reach out to you and visit our website. From that website, you can share your details. You can share even, we make it very easy for you to think through your business when you're on that website, to think about the challenges you are facing, to think about the solutions that can help your business. And from there, you can reach out to us, and we would be very happy to interact with you, either via call or via visit, and we can help you grow your sales. If you are hiring salespeople, we give the first 2 psychometric tests at no cost. So you can always reach out to us, and we can help you hire your next salesperson. We say if you hire right, you will save your business a lot of money. Yeah. So we will be happy to interact with you in that area.
So one last time, you could maybe give us your website and the contact number that people can reach out to you.
Yeah, you can reach, the number is 0780 149 415. You can reach me on that number. The email is sam@growthpartners.co.ke. You can also reach us on the various social media channels: Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Just look for Sam Kariuki. I'm the author of the book called "The Guy Who Fired His Boss." So in case you wonder where, you can Google Sam Kariuki, the guy who fired his boss. You can Google Growth Partners, sales experts. You'd get us there. But our website is www.growthpartners.co.ke.
Great. Thank you, Sam, for joining us today on our podcast. I think this was very insightful. And for our listeners, anyone who has a business, I implore you, please check out this course, Sam's course. It's in the description. Just click on it, go to Zydii, begin learning and improve your business, sell, and make those profits. You won't regret it. It's just a small investment that will be a big return in investment for you in your business. So thank you very much.
We can even challenge you, if you cannot get back your money within 1 month of taking the course, come back for your money.
You've heard it from him directly. So yes, he's very confident in what he's teaching. So take advantage of it.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you everyone for listening to us.
This week's episode has come to an end, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like and share, comment, get involved. Let us know what you think, what you want to learn next, and join us next time.